back. As you know, Luciano is one of 4 Jamaican nominees for Best Reggae Album of 2015 at the Grammys. But this is not the Messenger's first nomination for the coveted award.
Say glory be to the...
In 2002, the Messenger was the fastest rising roots reggae rocker in the world when his New Day VP project earned him his first nomination.
Happy people!
That Grammy nomination was a shot in the arm for Luciano's career. For soon after, under the stewardship of Dean Frazer as musical director and Copeland Forbes as manager, the Messenger was one of the biggest touring reggae aggregations on the planet. And by 2006 was firmly placed in the upper echelon of reggae.
Yes, I take me.
But then came a major challenge for the Messenger and his crew, as grievances in his entourage led to the resignation of Forbes, Frazer, and some members of his Jah Messenger band. Needless to say, this cooled the Messenger's brand and was worsened by a legal bombshell. The Sweep Over My Soul singer was charged with harboring a fugitive at his home in Kingston. But in the last 2 years or so, it appears Jah has really been sweeping over Luci's soul, as the Messenger conferred with Jamaica's 6th highest honor, the Order of Distinction, and the Grammy nomination for his latest album, Rises Again. Luciano joins us right now, right here on our stage, for a one-on-one in years.
Greetings.
Greetings,
Blessings.
Messenger. It's good to have you, sir. It's been a long time coming, and it's finally here. All right, so first of all, sir, congratulations on the,
Thank you.
on the nomination.
Give
You're
thanks.
second. We were there the first time. We went with you to the Grammys that time.
For real.
You did not win, but nonetheless, it was an achievement. As we all know, a Grammy nomination
Sure.
is in itself a big achievement for anyone. All right, so what's on this album, Lucy?
Well, it's the same message, you know, Zion Awake, and I think the title speaks for itself.
Yes.
It's a time when Zion needs to awake, and we need the people to at least be jolted spiritually to come to realize the time and space that we're living in. With all this technology and all this war and rumors of wars, and there's freaks down, there's some slackness and wickedness all over the land.
Oh, yes.
So this message really is out strong for the people.
And this nomination is endorsing your own, it's endorsing you, that
Definitely.
message.
Definitely.
Because it got to the Grammy Foundation's ears, and they decided to nominate you
Give
for
thanks.
a
Give
second
thanks.
time at the Grammys.
And you know, this album was done for Mr. Homer Harris. He was one of my former producers.
Okay.
And I think this is also a good thing for him too, you know, because he's really paid his dues in the business. And this is one good way to really show, you know, how much, you know, the people at least appreciate our works, you know.
Okay, great. And again, our congratulations, sir.
Bless.
All right, Lucy, so we've, in our prelude leading in, are there is there anything you want to rebut? Anything that you refute that we've said leading in? Anything you want to change?
Well, not necessarily, you know. I think the people out there are aware of what happened to, you know. But you know, my charge for having a fugitive has not dampened my spiritual approach to the music. And the people out there, they know my music and what I'll stand for.
Yes.
It's about inspiration for the people. And I've never ceased from sending out that positive vibe and keeping the music vibrant, you know. And one of the main things is, from the mere fact that they see that I can fly into America and into England and all these major countries.
Yes.
They realize that this case is out of the courts and I'm free.
Yes, it's over now, right?
It's over.
It's over,
yeah.
done.
Done with.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
And you were not punished or anything, and you are flying
No,
again. and everything.
Your Honor said, Mr. McCormick, you may go, sir, and please go and make some more big hits like Lord, give me strength and sweep up on my sword.
That's what the judge said.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's the last.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, man.
All right, Lucy, so, okay.
Yes,
Let's
I get
talk
that.
about something.
Sorry, sir. The lawyer never have to say a word, you know, sir.
Yeah.
The lawyer was ready to, well poised and ready to deliver, but He never had to say a word.
Yes.
Just name the thing and say, all right, Mr. McCrammett, you may go and the my lawyer get up and say, like, you run a... He just said, this is all right, I got this. And just send me over my yard. So we give thanks to one of the people out there, my fans out there, to know that the Messenger has never deviated from being a cultural and a spiritual artist.
You've never lost focus.
Never lost way, and never lost my way when I reach a crossroad, you know?
Okay, but those crossroads, and including that snag, the other side of the snag now, the musical and production side,
Sure.
where you had to part ways with some members of your entourage. And we don't want to know what are the disputes or anything. What we'd like to know, how did you cope and what did you employ to get past that?
Well, one thing I don't know, you know, sir, because in this music business, you're going to have changes. Changes will come. And on the Almighty God, you know, there's a philosopher that says, the only thing that remains constant in life is a change.
Yes.
Because there's always a change. So when I observe life, even from a youth coming up, I know I have to face obstacles, I have to fight, and I learn to struggle. But one thing I don't know, there are always good musicians out there. You might lose one today or for whatever reason, but there are always people willing and ready to play. So once we get back on our thing and do our rehearsals and get ourselves prepared and geared up and hit back the road. Right now I'm coming from rehearsals. Just did rehearsal for Rebel Salute, and my little saxophone, Furley,
yes,
is on sax, and bassy, Mr. Duncan, Maurice Duncan, is on bass. So we put together my team. I have my team ready.
Okay.
The Messenger team is ready to fire up for the 2016. Yeah, man.
But how?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, because we're saying in the last 2 years or so, is that correct?
Yes.
That you have started to research.
I really open a freelancing, really and truly. You know.
Yes.
But I started just sending my tracks to some band and just let musicians and let them rehearse. Like even in Africa, some places I just send in my tracks and let them practice and go in a couple of days before the show and do some proper rehearsals with them. But I always try to bring my harmony singers. Because it really wasn't my doing. And it was my call for Mr. Dean Frazer to leave the crew. Honestly, Mr. Dean Frazer is a very great musical director. But I think at the time he had found Taurus Riley. So it was, you know, inevitable that he would have to make some move and focus on his project. Because I'm a big artist now and I reach a stage where honestly I know I can
hold your
own. I can stand my ground, and if things do happen, like you come and drive in a vehicle, you might have drive and you're the engine leak or something. You have to find a new engine and get moving. Because you can't stay one in a bar and say, "Oh, the engine mash up fire."
Yes.
You know?
But didn't you miss those days, Lucy, in the little snack, in that period of a snack, that little challenging period? Did you not miss those glory days around the world? I mean, we went out there with you and saw it. And I can commend you for one thing, if nothing else, Luciano. You were the hardest working artist in the world. In fact, you opened our eyes to how hard it is to earn your buck out there as a musician, as an artist.
For real, man.
Because your work never stopped.
True, Jah.
You were working 24/7.
I'm still working, man.
When we did a 15-hour drive, and we were mashed up. Me and Rupert, who were covering you guys. We were tired. We can't go anymore. We were fatigued. We want to go sleep, Reggie. You were out there smiling, taking pictures, doing dub plates,
splitting,
and
dancing,
on the stage, splitting, and we were just coming off a 15 hours drive to a destination.
It's not easy, man. But I believe, honestly, I studied this thing and I realized that once, no matter if you're down, even if you have flu or little stuffiness, once you run out there and the audience, that energy, there's something about that energy that boosts you. It's like you get some supplements.
So you must have missed then, to go back to my question, those days when you were walking across Europe. In fact, the entire planet was calling Luciano.
Yeah, man.
And audiences were singing along. Thousands were coming out to greet you at venues.
As I say, I still get called. I'm still coming in from Ghana. I've been like in Latin American markets. I've been Mexico and all these places. I've been. some corners where reggae has never been.
No, I know you have not stopped working in it. Because your catalog cannot expire.
Okay. But my crew, especially with the Firehouse, when I was on the road with the Firehouse and even Dean Frazer and the Messenger band, honestly, you can't, there's something about these moments that you can't forget.
Yes.
And these are moments that keep us moving towards a greater future, hoping that these days will come again. Honestly, because I love, it's great to see you to have professional people working with you, people who know them things. And you can go to your bed and sleep and if you're worrying, I say, well, I wonder if this thing I go right and all them things.
Pause for a moment then.
Yes,
and let's take a little quick look back at some of those moments. Here we go. Some are saying there's a resurgence. Reggae revival is a word that is now used a lot. What do you make of that whole movement with Chronics and Protege and Kabaka Pyramid and those youngsters?
I rather resurgence as the word to describe what is happening now. Because as I say,
but it's only relevant to Jamaica or
some people say
world?
resurrection and some say this. I think the whole world look onto Jamaica and what is coming out of here.
Yes.
Honestly, people in Europe, in Africa, they look to us. And every move we make, they want to know what's the next move.
Okay.
You know, this is why I really appeal to my brothers, especially those in the music fraternity, to try and keep the thing on a level. Right now, the resurgence with these young generation of cultural artists like Chronics, Ibamar, we have Protege, we have Jesse Royal, and just to name a few, Janine. You know, I know that, Jah will never leave us an orphan or leave us alone. He will always send for us someone to comfort or to guide us.
Yes.
So from one generation to another, you will always have people to inspire the people. With the same breath, we see that slackness is also like taking over, on the rise, taking over this dancehall business. Because when I hear New Year come in and I hear someone singing, some DJs playing something, most dancers go, it's pay, joke thing. Me hear them playing. Then they play to Bob Marley again for bringing the New Year. I mean, after 12, when the clock strike 12 and then the lights go up and people, fireworks, I expecting them to play some nice spiritual song and bring in the year. Them gone in the New Year with them old dirty diabolic chicks from last year.
So the dancehall is changing for the worse, you're saying?
It get rotten. It get rotten, my brother. Right now, I used to go to dance. We can't go dance. My friend me have selected places like Sturgarth or Kilimanjaro play and I can take my time and go out. You know, but these dance nowadays is not dance again like one time. When you used to go, you could go with your partner and have a good time and listen to some nice music and dance and have a drink and feel good. Right now, the man never gonna dance and face look away like a war face and go dance with.
Yeah.
And then wear clothes and all them things. Yeah. We can't believe. I remember some police raid a dance and the amount of machete and fire high speaker and ratchet and acid and all kind of thing them find. Gun them find with the man. I say, wait, I know music them go for dance.
What's happening in Africa? When you go on the continent, is there a difference?
Well, one thing I do know, I don't hear these artists where them say big out here, them a big so down there. I don't hear them name called. What them do in Africa now, these young artists now, them emulating what is going on here in Jamaica. So instead of them have an artist with them called, for example in Ghana now, them call himself Stone Boy. Oh, the God know him I sing about.
Yes.
Some could think I dance, I think in a tone of
So instead of making the Jamaicans popular there, they make their own
popularity and build their own thing. Have Stone Boy, have a next one named Shatta Wale. So I say Shatta Wale. So what really go on? So they look on the internet and study every move going on in Jamaica, whatever thing. And they try to emulate us in that way. You know? But there's still cultural artists who doing their thing. Honestly, and
so are you disappointed that they're mimicking dancehallers?
Well, as I say, the dancehall beat is innocent. The beat by itself is innocent.
Okay.
And if you listen carefully with all these African dancehall artists, you have to say, oh my God, you can see with African feelings, you can feel it.
The African energy.
The African energy in them. But it's the thing with them saying, because one of them make a mistake and say some diabolic things and them have him up down there, I think the one them shot a valley. Him get big, him go make mistake and say some things about some mother, like some mother call, like how some mother say whatever mother, go do whatever. He go make mistake until the next man say whatever. And the people them turn from him. So in other words, they might think it's a normal thing for a man use certain expletives, like when the man in Jamaica, one man
Jamaican man do it,
right.
and he's doing it in Africa.
Him think say,
and then burn him out.
They want beat him.
All right, we went to the Ivory Coast and we met a young man named Takana Zion.
Yeah.
Have you met him? Have you heard of him?
I've heard of him.
He's from Guinea.
I've heard of him.
And he's a roots dancehall firebrand.
Right.
Like Sizzler, like Buju Banton, like Capleton, like all three of them wrapped up in one. And we were shocked at how powerful he was
man.
at this event. He walked in and took the show.
People, them honestly, them have their own style building, man. I tell you.
Yeah.
You know, it's just for us to guide them, you know. And I said to them, no make dancehall slackness take over. Don't make the negative part take over on our life. Because it's like the devil himself that will come take over. I was one in them here in Jamaica a long time, you know.
I know.
I mean, I tell them, don't make the devil take over. If you turn on the back on God, the devil can take over. And that is exactly what is happening here. Because in the dancehall, it's not no praise is not going, no glory not going to dancehall again, King. It's pure slackness. When you see them carry all mattress gone in a dancehall, you say, what is mattress? No, sir. No. So me I say, how me go sing a song like Sweep Over, inside a place like that. Jamaica is going to reach a stage where poverty are going to lick back the people. Them. Slavery are going to come back on them. Marcus Garvey said they will never know themselves until their back is against the wall. So when them start hungry and feel pangs of poverty, that's when they will try to run back to the roots.
So can it get worse than it is now, Lucy, you're saying? It's bad now, you know.
If we don't try to nip it, I believe if we can do something, it's never too late for a shower of rain. And I believe if we try at least to grab this thing, harness our youth. Nip it. Because when a man will see a man come call himself demon, a next man come and tamper in the eyeball, call himself, you understand? Alka blind. Him soon blind because if a man don't play with your eye, will make you see. You know what's soon blind? And next one come and tell all the women to do all kind of things, and it's like these young miss, they don't have no self-esteem or whatever. Anything they tell them to do, them go do it. You see one wine on one wall and drop off. And drop the man up there, wherever up there, sure, give one a ground, one a next devil on a ground there. him turn my head from the woman, just as the young miss supposed to drop in her hand, and he turn around, the young miss lick her head against it.
Devil, you call them, Lucy.
The devil's advocates. Devil's advocates, then, sir. I say, what kind of life then women would allow women to just treat them like that? We need something, Papa, if something that want now, when is it going to happen?
Luciano, we could talk forever, sir. Honorable, sir. It's so good to have you.
Keep up the great work.
We can't stop down.
Jamaica. Big up.
We must take the opportunity to thank you again for exposing us to some of the work you did out there.
It was my great pleasure, you know.
And around the world.
Give thanks.
Thank you so much.
I want to take time out to honor Mr. Copeland because he was one of the brain behind this.
Yes.
Yeah, enough respect to Anthony Gale, my president manager. Yeah, Jah Messenger and family. Enough respect to Pensana. See you at Rebel Salute. Gideon Boat upon them. Yeah, man.
All right, there you have him. All right, Lucy, do your chance to close. All right, there you have him right here on stage, the messenger, Luciano, our very special guest, taking out this edition of On Stage. Winford Williams, on behalf of all of us, thanking you for joining us. Do join us again next week for more On Stage, and hope it is as lively as this one with the messenger, Luciano.
Sweep over my soul. Though the road in life gets rough, just a sweep over my soul. Every day, every morning, I will sing a song of praise to Him. Hey, the King of Kings, oh, Every morning I will rise. Every morning I will sing. Every evening I will lift my voice.
Lift my voice and pray.
And though I've been lost on road until this Lord, just sing over my soul.
Hi, thanks for watching our video. Hope you have enjoyed it. Please subscribe to our channel by clicking right here and enjoy so much more where that came from.
That's not in another league there, a different league thing this. And you know that too. What is that?
Warlord. One of them now, no good again?
Easy.